Hello everyone. In this presentation, we are going to see about graphics programming, which is in unit number 4. Okay, unit number 4 in Java. Okay, so graphics programming is a part of Applet programming. So in Applet programming, what and all we have seen, the same thing only we are going to see in this. Some changes will be there in graphics programming. So same like applet only, same like the applet only, Java, sorry, graphics also, graphics programming also. Some changes by making some changes in the code. Okay, some changes in the code. We are going to understand it. What is graphics programming? Okay, all right. Now we will start with the first slide. Moving. Okay. So here we have introduction. What is graphics class? How to draw line and rectangle. For that, how to write code and circles and ellipses, drawing arcs, polygons, line graphs. Then control loops in applets. Then finally, what is bar chart and how to draw that. So we have introduction about the graphics. So let me rub the screen quickly. So first, most methods of the graphics class can be divided into two basics. The first one is draw and fill method. The second one is attribute setting method. So what is draw and fill method? See, draw and fill method means draw by using draw method. By using draw method, you can draw the outline. Draw the outline. Okay, for example, if I want to draw a rectangle, I can draw like this. Sorry, this is square. If I want to draw the square, I can draw square like this. A rectangle, if I want to draw, I can draw like this. Only the outer line. So inside, if you see the area of rectangle, I am not given anything. Okay, the color or something. Okay. So by using draw functions, that is possible. Coming to fill methods, by using fill method, we can draw the rectangle, we can draw the square, we can fill inside the square, which means the area of the square we can fill. Okay. All right. So these methods draw shapes, outline. Okay. Or fill shapes gives solid color on applet window. So consider this is applet window. Consider this is applet window. In this applet window, we will be having some components like square, rectangle, oval. Okay, like that we have components. You can draw only the outline by using draw method, or you can fill those areas in the components by using fill methods. Okay, these two things are possible. Some of the functions I have listed here. First one, example, draw line, draw rect, draw oval. These are all draw methods. Fill rect, fill oval. This all comes under fill methods. Okay. Now we will see attribute setting methods. In attribute setting method, this method change drawing settings like color, font, etc. So for that we have only two: set color, first method. Second one is set font. So set color means changes the drawing color. So for example, if you want to if you want to change the area of the color of the circle, you can use set color method after the uh, after the draw oval. Okay, okay, draw oval method. If you use draw oval method, it is going to give outer line of the circle, but inner side, if you want to make any color, very immediately after the statement, you can put set color. Then that is going to be filled with what? Some other color, what you are mentioning. Okay. Next, set font, which changes the text font. Okay. Okay. Now, why it is not changing? Yeah. Now, graphics class. So here we have graphics class. So in graphics class, you see we have some methods in graphics class. One by one we will see. First, draw fill method we are going to use. In draw fill method, what are the attributes we have that we will see one by one. So what is the syntax and what is x-axis, y-axis? So this other thing we will cover in this. So in Applet, you know very well Applet window. Okay. So is Applet window. Let me draw it quickly. Okay. You see applet window, let me take like this. Okay, consider this is applet window. In this applet window, we will be having the measurement like this. Okay, and here also we will be having measurement like this. And this is zero axis, and this is going to be y axis, and this is going to be x axis. Okay. So this is 0. I can take this one as 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. This is 10, 20, 30, 40. Okay. So x-axis, it is horizontally we can call x-axis. Vertically we can call y-axis. Vertically y-axis. Okay. So if you want to draw any line, first we need the x value and the y value. Two values we want, which means what? X comma y. X comma y, it is going to give 1 point, and that is going to be the starting point of the line. And x1, y1, it is going to give one value. That is going to be another point. So from 1 point to another point, the line will be drawn. This is about line. Okay. So whatever component in the sense, or whatever shapes you are going to draw in the applet window, uh, we have to give the coordinates. Coordinates means x value is one value, y value is one value. Together is called coordinate. Coordinate. Okay. Okay. Now, mm, yeah, coordinate. Now we will see one by one. So graphics class in Java is used for drawing shapes, text, and images, components like applets, frames, and panels. Okay, it provides methods draw method, fill method, and set attribute like color and font. So draw and fill method. These methods are used to draw outlines or fill shapes. So here I have some methods. Here I have some methods. So first to draw a line. If you want to draw a line like this, okay, or like this also, we need we need 2 points. So the starting point and the ending point. Okay. So starting point we need, as I mentioned here, we need x-axis. So x-axis, okay, x-axis, y-axis of the first point. So two coordinates, two numbers, for example, 10, comma 20. And the second point, it need two coordinates that may be like 30, comma 30, comma 50. Okay. So two points we have in this line will be drawn. Okay. So here we need four values: x value, y1 value for the first point, x2 value, y2 value for the second point. Okay. So G is the object. So draw line is the function which is going to plot a line from this point to this point. Okay. All right. Coming to next one, draw rect, which means rectangle will be drawn. So for rectangle, we need two things. Uh, First one is x-axis, the starting point of x-axis, y-axis. Then we have to give the height of the rectangle and the width of the rectangle. So four values are required for a rectangle. When you are taking square, also four values are required for square. When you take a complete circle, for that also we need width and height. Okay, so for rectangle, so you know rectangle, let me draw it here. This is rectangle. Okay, so in this rectangle, uh, this is going to be width, and this is going to be height, right? So draw rect. If you see the starting point of the rectangle is this corner. So x comma y. So that value we have to give here. Presently x value is 20, y value is 13, and width and height. So width it's large here, so 80. Height is less, that's why 40 it is. Okay. So in this way we have to give. Coming to fill rect. So there is not major difference between these two. Both are same. Here color will be added. Color will be added. In this no color. Okay. Same thing only. Next, draw oval. So you know oval means a complete circle. Okay, complete circle. In this we need the starting point x comma y, and width and height has to be same. Okay, if you notice here, same. If you want any, uh, okay, same for oval. This is draw oval. Next to fill oval, same only, no difference. Here only additionally color will be added. Coming to draw string, this is nothing. The string which we are going to put into the applet window. So this is the applet window. And this I have numbers like this: 10, 20, 30. Here 10, 20, 30. So str means string. For example, here I want to display my name. Okay, Suren. So the starting point of the Suren, where it should start in X. For example, from 20 I want to start. So X axis is 20. Y axis, let me take another 20. So 20 comma 20. Where I have to give? I have to give here 20, here 20. Then where it coordinates, here it coordinates. So from here it will start printing Suren. Okay. So in this way, draw string works. So you can see here, hello will be printed in the in the x-axis of 50, in the y-axis of 50. This is x, this is y. Okay. So next we will see. So let me rub this quickly. Okay, next one is line. So already we have seen the short form we have seen, not short form, about line, rectangle, filled rectangle, oval means a circle, square, everything we have seen. Quickly we will do a review in this and we will move just a minute. Yeah. So for line, to draw a line, we know very clearly we need two set of coordinates. One is x1, y1, the another one is x2, y2. So this is the program for a line. So first point, second point, from there to here, line will be drawn, okay, in the applet window, okay. Coming to next one. So for every code of the applet program, we have to include one thing that you should not forget is you have to give applet tag. Okay. So applet tag we have here. Okay, this is applet tag. We have to include inside the code or outside the code. That is your choice. Okay. This is the applet code. So this is applet code. So applet, it has applet tag which it has three attributes: code, width, height. Okay. For all the programs, it has to be. All the programs, we have to give this. Coming to next one. Coming to next one. I don't know how it works. Okay, rectangles, rectangle, it requires x1, x-axis, y-axis, 1 point, and width and height. That's it. Okay. So rectangle, square, this all things will take like this only. So if you watch this, here, rectangles you see xy, width and height. That's it. Okay. So draw rect, fill rect, draw rounded rectangle, fill round rect. So draw rectangle means only the outer line. Fill rectangle means outer line with filled colors. Draw round rectangle means we will be having output like this. And filled round rectangle means so something will be color will be inside. Okay. So for everything, here width and height, here width and height, and in this case you see width height along with arc width arc height we have to give, because this corner, this four corners, we have to make as a what, arc. Okay, arc means it will be like this shape. Okay. And coming to fill round rect, we additionally we need what, arc width arc height. Okay. Next, um, so this is the code for the previous one means for rectangle, round rectangle. So now we are going to spot out the arc value, the arc width, arc height for round rectangle. So let me point out. So where is round rect? Draw a round rect. This is x value, this is y value. This is width, this is height, and this is going to be x arc. Okay, and this is going to be y arc. Okay. X X with dark, Y with dark. Okay. And coming to next one, let me rub it quickly. Yeah. Okay. So for that, for this also we need what? Applet code. For every program, applet code we have to do. Coming to circles and ellipse. So a slight difference between circle and ellipse. So if you see, circle will be like this, ellipse will be like this. Okay. So the in circle, the width and height both has to be in same number. Okay. So if you notice this one, you see this is for oval. Oval is nothing, for circle only. So here width and height has to be equal. With this 5, height also should be 5. Okay, then only we'll get a proper circle. If it wants to be a oval, then according to this drawing, width is going to be 5. Then height is going to be what? 2. Okay. All right. Now, if you see this one, you here with this 50, uh, sorry, with this 150, height is 100. This is not equal. That's why it is ellipse. Okay. Next, for this also we have to give what? Applet tag. Next to polygons. In polygons, we have a different coordinates. I'll tell you what it is. You know what is polygon? Polygon means it will be having some lines like this, like this. This is called polygons. So number of corners you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So here, what I'm trying to say, in polygon, the syntax is x point, x points array. Okay, x points array of coordinates of vertices. Okay, similarly for y point, and finally n point. The number what we counted here, that is going to be n is equal to 10. Okay, here we are going to give some random numbers which gives some curves, number of lines here. So if you see the syntax, draw polygon. So draw polygon, here we go. Draws the outline of the polygon. It takes x points, y points, and n points. Draw fill polygon, which takes x points, y points, and n points. So program, if you see, you will understand. Yeah, here we go. So X points, we have set of arrays 50, 100, 150, 100, 50. This is based on your number of lines, because we will be having many lines in polygons. Okay, and here also the same. You can give some random numbers, and here number of vertices we have to give. Okay. And outer polygon, here you need x points, y points, n points. You see x points, in the place of x points, this all values will be taken. In the place of y points, this all the values will be taken. And in the place of n points, this number 5 will be taken. Okay, and finally we have fill polygon. In fill polygon, new int 200, 250, 300, and here 50, 100, 50. So number of vertices we have 3. So filled triangle. So filled triangle, it will be something like this. Okay. So coming to next one, uh, arcs. So in arcs, you see, arcs are nothing. It is a part of circle. Okay, part of circle. So if I draw the circle like this, and if I divide like this, so this is going to be this part, uh, this part. Okay, all right. Yeah, it is not working. Yeah, this part is going to be what? This part is going to be, yeah, this part is going to be arc. Okay. So to draw arc, we need x coordinate, y coordinate, width, height. Additionally, we need start angle of the arc. This is the start angle and arc angle. Arc angle, the curve has to bend smoothly, and this area we have to give. So if you give these two angles, then the smooth transition of arc happens. Next up, with height, the size of the rectangle closing the circle or ellipse. Ellipse. Okay, here this area. Start angle, starting angle in degrees of 0 degree in 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock position means like this. Okay, positive clockwise. Positive clockwise. So from this side it will start. Okay. Next. Yeah. Uh, so this is the example for um, to draw arc. Okay, will arc draw. See student, these numbers no need to memorize. In examination, you can write some random numbers. Okay, some random numbers you can write, no problem. But something related to this 50, 100 like that you can give. Okay, approx. Don't write, don't give numbers like 1000, 1500. You should not give. Okay. Next, for every graphics programming, you have to do one thing. See, for every graphics programming, we have something called as applet tag. Okay, that we should mention applet tag. So if you notice here, this applet tag we have in all the programs. So if you're writing one graphic program, applet program has to be there. Okay, applet tag. Next, line graphs. Okay. So in line graphs, a line graph shows data points connected by straight lines. So here if you see, yeah. So here I have a set of sample data points. So 50, 100, and here also some value, here also some value. Okay. So how it is going to match? See, this 50 is going to match with this 250, and this 100 is going to match with 200, and 150 in x-axis, 220 in y-axis, 200 in x-axis, 180 in y-axis. See, in previous examples and all, we have seen differently. X-axis, y-axis, we have taken in the same uh, uh, coordinate. Okay, in the same set, but here it works differently because it's a graph, line graph. Okay, so let me do it quickly. Take a rubber, remove this stuffs. Yeah. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to draw a component, the window, applet window. Okay. So consider this is applet window. This applet window. Okay. This is applet window. Let me take here 50, 100, 150, 200, 250. And in this case, 250, not 250. Yeah, I think I think here, so we are starting with 130. Okay, so here 130, here 130, here 17, sorry, 150, 170, 180, and so on. So 50 and 250, 50 here and 250 somewhere down here. Okay, for example, so 50, 250 will come here. 100, 200 will meet here. 220, 150, 220 will meet here somewhere. And 200, 180, 200 in x-axis, 180 in y-axis. It is going to meet here. Then 250, 150, 250 here, 150 here. Here we go. And 300, 170. So that axis we don't have here. We will assume this is 300 and 170, 170. Here we go. Okay. Now 350 and 130 we don't have here, so no drawing. So if I plot a line, I'll get a line like this. This is line graph. Okay. All right. We'll move on to the next one. So just a minute. Okay. So for this also we need applet code. Applet code is very important that we have to do. Okay. So let me remove this stuff. Okay. Coming to next slide. Drawing bar charts. So bar charts, to understand this bar chart, let me do it quickly. Then, okay, bar chart is a graph that show the data using rectangular bars. Each bar height represents the value. In Java applet, we draw bars using fill rect. Okay, by using fill rect function, we are going to draw. So this and all you know, and we have to import this and paint method I am taking to draw the component on the what? On the applet window. So consider this is applet window. Okay, this is applet window. In this applet window, we are going to draw the bar chart. So first of all, you see G dot draw string. So string Java we have, Python we have, C++ we have. In which coordinate? In 50, 200, x-axis 50. So x-axis I told you it is horizontally here, y-axis vertically here. So let me start with 50 here, 50 here, 100 and 100, 200, 200. Okay. So first we have Java. So Java 500 to 200. So 500 here, 200 here. So Java will come here. Okay. Next Python 120, 200. So Python 120 in x-axis. So here point starts 120, 200. So 120, 200 means here it is. So Python will be coming here. Next to what we have C++, 200, 200. So 200 here, another 200 is here. Coordination is here. So C++ will be drawn here. So C, it is in the sequence Java, Python, and C++ if you are writing in this coordinate. So next bar chart title. So bar chart title, you see in the axis of 80, 30. 80 I will be having here. Okay. 30 I will be having here, which means here bar chart example. Okay, title will be here. Next draw bar, drawing bars. Okay, get set color set first to red. Fill rect function we have to use. Fill rect function to take x-axis, y-axis with height. Okay, so with this 40. Okay, from where 50 100. So 50 100 is here. Okay, 50 x-axis, 100 is here. Uh, so 100 in y-axis. So the bar will be like this. Okay. And the next what we have, um, bar for Python. So Python 40 to, sorry, 120 80, 40 120. 40 120 means 40 is a width, 120 is the height. Okay. So 120 up to this it will come. Okay. Let me draw it. So first x-axis, y-axis we will point. So 120 80. So 120 in x-axis, 80 here. Okay, so let me draw a bar for Python. This is the bar for Python 120 yeah. Next 200 130. 200 is this one, 130 is this one. Okay, so here is the border, and 40 70. So 40 70, I think 70 is here. Okay, and this is the bar. So this is the bar chart we can draw through fill rect function. Okay, now we'll move on to the next one. Hold on. Sometimes it's not going properly. That's a problem. Yeah, using control loops in applets. So if you see, for applets also we can use loops. So you know very well how for loop works. That only we have taken as example. So in examination, if they ask any control loops you give for applet, on example, just you can give this one as an example. So let me take this one as a, yeah. So this code, applet we are importing, AWT package we are importing, paint method we are importing. So x is equal to 20. It is starting from 1, I is starting from 1, and maximum is 10. We are going to draw a oval. Okay, that oval, uh, uh, it will start from one side. So consider this an applet. It will start from one side and it will move towards the right. Okay, so how it will move? See, x-axis, y-axis, you know, x-axis is towards this one, y-axis is towards this one. Here, x-axis we are changing x-axis. So if you want to move this component towards right, then x-axis we have to increase by 5 every time. That's why 5 or your choice, 50 50 or 20 20. So we are jumping the x value from 0 to 50, 50 to 100, like that we are jumping x. So we are changing the value of x value of x from 0 to 50, 50 to 100, like that. Okay, from because the object has to move towards right, so move right each time. So this has to be in the loop. This has to be in the loop. That's why we are using for loop. Okay, to increase the value. So first x value will be 0, the next value will be 50, the next value will be 100, the next value will be 150. So when the axis number increases, the ball also move right towards, and the ball also moves towards right. Okay. All right. So using control loops and applets we have seen. So next topic is managing input and output, and managing input and output that we will see in the next video. Thank you, students.